Did you know that being introverted and shy aren't the same thing? If no, then keep watching my video because I'm gonna explain the difference between them and I'm gonna share some learning strategies for introverts. Hey guys, and welcome back. Today I want to talk about being introverted and the ways you can learn a foreign language and improve your speaking skills. So first of all, let me explain the difference between an introvert and a shy person. Many people think that they are synonyms and that they are the same thing, but they aren't. So in brief, introversion and extroversion relate to the ways people refill their energy tank. So if you're an introvert, it means you enjoy spending time alone and you need this time to refuel and recharge your batteries. If you're an extrovert, it means you enjoy being with other people and it gives you more energy. Then shyness, on the other hand, means that you're afraid of communicating with other people or you dislike it. So a shy person doesn't necessarily want to be alone as an introvert, but simply fears social interaction. It's possible to have a shy extrovert, a person who enjoys social interaction and spending time with other people but is afraid of it. And then an outgoing introvert, a person who loves social interaction but can only handle it in small doses. So it means you get tired really fast if you communicate with people for a long time. And then, of course, we can have a shy introvert, a person who doesn't like a social interaction and also fears it. So, being an introvert myself, I decided to tell you how I improved my speaking skills in different foreign languages and share some strategies I used. My first foreign language was English, and when I started learning it, I was a shy introvert. I was afraid of communicating with people. I was also insecure and I wasn't confident in my skills. So I preferred to work on my own and observe other people communicating. As a result, my speaking skills were developing very slowly as I couldn't get enough practice. So I decided to change the approach and try something else. And today I want to tell you what steps I took. So the first one is to find the language body. So I started learning English online and I started communicating with, I mean, I started chatting with some people who were learning the English language too. And as we had many things in common, we continued talking for a long time and eventually we became friends. And then when I felt more comfortable, we decided to try communicating on Skype. And it was a huge step for me because in the beginning I was really shy, but then step by step I started getting over my shyness and my speaking skills started improving a lot. So if you cannot find the language body, you can also try communicating with a friend or colleague who you trust and who speak the target language very well. So I mean, there are many options and you just have to try something and see that it'll help a lot. Another way to practice is to talk to yourself. And it's really simple. You can just describe your day or the activities you're doing at the moment of speaking, and you can practice a lot of grammar and vocabulary and work on your fluency. And I think it's a good way to start speaking, but I don't think it should be the only way because eventually you'll have to find a tutor or a person who speaks the target language fluently because they'll have to correct your mistakes and they'll have to guide you and help you to become more fluent and more confident. But anyway, I believe that these are good first steps in getting past your shyness. Then later, when I was learning Polish and then Spanish, I fell into that outgoing introvert category I mentioned before, and I think I'm still an outgoing introvert. So I had to try different strategies to improve my speaking skills, and I'm gonna share them in a second. Just let me tell you that I think they are really useful if you're an outgoing introvert, and if you have more tips, then just leave them in the comments below. So number one is one-on-one communication. I think that many introverts tend to enjoy one-on-one communication more than these large group conversations. So I think it's a good idea to find a tutor, for example, on some platforms like italki, and just practice your speaking skills with this one person. But also, if you don't have enough money to pay for classes, you can find a person to practice for free, and you can teach this person your first language in exchange. And why I recommend this way of improving your speaking skills is because you can control your own time. For example, you can decide that you just want to spend 15 minutes a day practicing speaking skills. And for example, if I know the next week you feel like talking for 30 minutes, you can do it too. Another one is language exchanges. I think it's a really good idea to participate in some language exchanges because you can meet different people there, and again, you can communicate your speaking skills. And I normally use this app that is called Meetup, and normally you can find an exchange event in your city, and normally they are free. So again, it's really easy to practice your speaking skills and decide how much time you want to spend communicating with people. And the last but not least is to use your strength. It means that you have to be productive during your alone time and filled with active and passive learning. If you have no idea what passive or active learning is, then stay tuned because I'm gonna record a video explaining these concepts very soon. So what I mean is that why not use this time and watch a movie in the target language, or read a book, or listen to some music, or learn some grammar or vocabulary. Just remember that that alone time, which extroverts would find really difficult, is your greatest asset to fill in all the gaps before practicing speaking again. By the way, I also wanted to share my summer learning goal with you. So in July, I'm gonna start learning Italian because I'm gonna travel there at the beginning of September, and I wanna practice some Italian. And I'll have 2 months to learn some basic phrases. So I want to learn some greetings, and I want to learn how to talk about myself, how to introduce myself, how to tell who I am, where I live, what I do, and so on. And also I want to learn how to order food and drinks because I'm gonna eat a lot, and obviously I have to learn some vocabulary related to food and drinks. And well, I just want to learn some basic phrases that I can use while traveling. And to reach my goals, I decided to test some apps that many of you used and find really cool. And maybe I'll take some online courses too, but I don't want to take any classes with a teacher because I want to see how much Italian I can learn by myself just in 2 months. And anyway, if you're interested in my journey, then follow me on Instagram because I'm gonna share my journey there and also my experience. And I think it'll be an amazing time. and you can learn many different learning tips and strategies too. If you have any suggestions for me, you can also leave them in the comments below, or just feel free to DM me on Instagram. Thanks for watching this video. I hope it was useful for those of you who are introverts, and even if you're an extrovert, I hope you find some parts of this video useful too. And well, stay tuned for my next videos, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!